We're a progressive store. We're forward thinking. We're always looking for the next great thing, the next cutting edge deal. So what do? We go to a winery that's 140 years old. Talk about cutting edge. But you see, the thing is, we're talking about Rioja. Do you know how many wineries there are in Rioja? I mean, hundreds and hundreds of wineries. Only a small fraction of the wine produced in Rioja, and Rioja produces a poop ton of wine, actually gets here to the States. And of course, you see a lot of these, dynamic classic estates, bigger ones, like La Rioja Alta and Cune, and we have the Bodegas Muga here, and a lot of these, these really kind of classic properties, but there's more. And they make really good wine, and the key for us is to get those here as well, right? We got to pimp more Rioja. It's some of the greatest value wine on the planet, as you'll see from today's offer. So this is Bodegas Ugalde, and this was, like I said, the property was established in 1882, which is right around the time that the French were coming into Rioja. They were establishing properties. During phylloxera, they needed a place to get their grapes from. We might have covered this before, because as phylloxera ravaged the French vineyards, this root louse destroyed the vineyards. They came to Spain, particularly to Rioja, to kind of replace what was lost as they were kind of replanting half the country. Rioja said, yes, thank you very much. We would love to talk to you and do business with you. And Rioja became a wine center, probably the wine center on the planet for a good 20 years. Well, until phylloxera hit their vineyards, because the French brought it and completely destroyed their vineyards. But hey, the French were keeping track of that, right? They were happy. But the thing is, as we said before, what does the Spanish do, post phylloxera? How do they rebuild? Well, they have all the technology. They already knew how to replant the vineyards because the French did the heavy lifting there. So for them, it was about creating their new modern wineries at the time, modern being late 1800s, early 1900s, and creating a unique wine style that was really delicious. Now, the thing is, Rioja semi got trapped in time, which is not a bad thing, right? Because we have a style here that's distinctive and unlike any other wine on the planet. These Tempranillo grapes in Rioja produce a wine that kind of Bordeaux used to be. Even in a rich year. Think of Bordeaux in a great year, like 1900 or, 1899 or 1865 or whatever. This wine is more a snapshot of that than maybe the Bordeaux that we see today, simply because of the winemaking style. So this is classic Rioja, aged in crianza, all American oak, 95% American, 5% French oak here, but all older barrels, maybe a little touch of new wood. And the key is the multiple rackings, transferring the wine from one barrel to another and creating this scenario where you're kind of like purposely oxidizing the wine and creating this seamless tannin, creating this nuanced, beautiful, elegant wine with the capability to age, but also this insane drinkability early on. And that's where we get the Ugalde Reserva. This is the family Reserva, right? So Felipe Ugalde, the founder of the property. So this is their Reserva, but this is their Reserva, right? Like the Ardonza Reserva from Rioja Alta. This is the Super Reserva, okay? 70% Tempranillo, 25% Graciano, and 5% Masuelo. And Graciano and Masuelo, when those are in the blend, you're looking at a wine that they're going to want you to age. This is a potential ager right here. Because usually if they want to drink sooner, you'll find more Garnacha in the blends of these Rioja wines. And that's how you know they're looking for something a bit more easy, a little less Van de Garde, and you can drink that one sooner. But this one is a wine that you want to set into the cellar for a little while. The great 2016 vintage, an outstanding harvest in Rioja. We've talked about that in the past as well. When these 16s come to market, we bite hard. You have tender tannin, but you have structure. And the structure also comes from the acidity. Masuelo, Graciano, these are varieties that have a little more acidity, I think, probably than Grenache in general. So the Garnacha is like a little broader. These wines are more focused. They create more verticality to the Tempranillo, which makes this wine drinkable now. But man, you can age this decade, drop of a hat. And it's classy, and it's long, and it's not big, and it's not light. It's just so seamless and elegant and purposeful and just in the pocket. It's really, really a delightful, serious bottle of Rioja. I guess the kicker is, well, if you taste this blind, you probably feel the same way, but also 97 points from decanter, right? The highest score these guys hand out to Rioja in those Decanter World Wine Awards. Again, tasted blind, all pros, right? No scrubs, all pros at this decanter tasting. And so when you get a wine like this, you know it's already going to be just great because the wine runs through such a gauntlet to get to that platinum award aspect of the Decanter World Wine Awards. Because not only the guys that are pros, but then all the chairs from all the top guys from each designation get together, taste all the top wines, and then figure out which ones are going to be the platinum medal winners. So you have probably half a dozen masters of wine and God knows how many MSs and rock stars sticking their face in this wine and going like, yes, please. Give it the highest score that we have. And that's exactly what this wine achieved. No small feat, especially for the price, value price. For a Reserva, I think it's in the 30s somewhere. What a smashing value for a serious, legit, high-end Rioja from an exciting new, parentheses, old source. Desde 1882, Ugalde es super bueno.